Hello children, welcome back to online classes once again, and today here I am with a chapter called For the Love of a Man, written by Jack London. So before I start the story, let me introduce the author first. Jack London, who was born on 12th January 1876 and died 22nd November 1916, was born in US and died in US itself. Okay, he was an American novelist, a journalist, animal activist and social activist who is best known for his novels called The Call of the Wild, White Fangs, The Sea Wolf, The Iron Heel and Martin Eden. Apart from his novels, he has also written numerous poems, short stories, essays, plays and even 3 autobiographical memoirs. So there are various collections of Jack London. You may have a look once so that you will have a more knowledge, vast knowledge about the author before you read the story. Now the story, For the Love of a Man. So before I start the story, so the point of discussions comes first, that is, in a story, human beings have been associated with dogs for thousands of years. Like all of us love dogs, isn't it, as a pet animal. They were the first animals to be domesticated. Do you think the long associations between the two species means here the dog and the humans, is the reason of their bond? Now what is the reason? Okay, alright, the bond between the dog and the humans. Why the dog was the first species to be domesticated? What qualities do you usually associate with dogs? Now how do you find dogs? Why the quality of dogs is liked by the humans? What is in dog is there so much that most of the people keep their dogs as a pet animal? Now in this story you will find the various breed of the dogs. Okay, so first, that is a buck, which is a huge powerful dog that has been stolen from his home in a sunny Santa Clara, California, and sold multiple times before he reaches the bitterly cold Yukon region of Canada. He is very ferocious and becomes the leader of a pack of sled dogs, but is still treated badly by his owners. He finally rescued by John Thornton, who is the main character in the story, who treats him well and takes care of him. The two immediately develops a deep friendship. So there arises the bond between the John Thornton and the buck. So this is how the story gets developed in the further story. John Thornton is a seasoned gold prospector who saves Buck from being beaten to death by the odious Hall and then becomes Buck's master. Buck slowly gets his strength back. John Thornton, it turns out, had frozen his feet during the previous winter, and he and his dogs are now waiting for the river to melt and for a raft to take them down to Dawson. With Thornton, Buck experiences love for the first time, developing a strong affections for the man who saved his life and who proves an ideal master. Thornton treats the dogs as if they are his own children, and Buck responds with adorations and obeys all commands. A deep and abiding love blossoms between the two. The relationship is a reciprocal one. Thornton saves Buck and Buck later saves Thornton from drowning in a river. This mutual respect, we are assured, is characteristics of all Thornton's relationship to dogs. Every one of his animals bears an abiding love for him, which is returned in kind. But even though Buck is happy with Thornton, his wild instinct still remains strong, and he fights it fiercely as ever. Even as Buck is increasingly drawn to a life away from humanity, a life in the wild, his affections for Thornton keeps him from making the final break.